Cooking in my kitchen. Cooking in my kitchen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess I should be baking in my kitchen. What's up, you clowns? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. I go by EMKFIT. And this is probably going to be the most horrendous video I've ever made because today I'm going to try to bake a Thanksgiving pie and answer fitness questions. We all know how good I am at multitasking. So I am proudly wearing my Wrong and Strong shirt today. Okay, you guys use it for fitness. I use it for cooking. Fun fact, I really actually don't like pie at all. I'm more of a cake kind of gal. It's just my personal belief that fruit does not belong in my dessert. I know, highly unpopular opinion, but fruit means healthy to me. And when I want dessert, I want like sugar. A tradition in my fam is that every year for Thanksgiving and for Christmas as well, we make, well, not we, okay, my mother makes a chocolate oatmeal pie. I know what you're thinking. That sounds really weird. It is so good. I got my mom to send me the recipe. Let's just pull this up here. And it's a hot mess. I can barely read that. Okay, well this should be fun. Bowl. Maybe I should just answer a question before I get too ahead of myself here. I'm already starting to get like performance anxiety. I really don't like baking. So I posted a Q&A on my Instagram asking you guys what your biggest questions are in regards to fitness. So these are actually questions that like, hey, you got a certified personal trainer answering them. So let's give it a go. So the first question, when recovering from an eating disorder, how do you respect potato day? Potato day is what I call my rest day. It's just my way of saying I think everybody needs at least one day a week where they're just a total couch potato. It means no working out, giving your body time to heal, time to rest, because that's when you really build those results. And we talked about this in my taco video. When it comes to just potato day in general, it doesn't matter if you have an eating disorder or not, I want you to think of potato day as like the thing that you look forward to. It shouldn't be something that stresses you out. If you're the type of person that's like, I have to work out every day, the minute I take a day off, I'm gonna lose track, fair enough. Then that's the way you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. Potato day could mean going for a walk, doing some stretching, doing some yoga. I personally, for me, I need a potato day. I need to like do absolutely nothing. Potato day makes you think, oh, I just want to sit on the couch and have a bag of chips. Then sit on the couch and have a bag of chips, but have one of those small ones, okay? Find ways of, treating yourself on a potato day that's going to be a nice, happy medium. So it doesn't have to be one or the other. You don't have to, gorge eat on potato day, but you don't have to starve yourself and eat healthy on potato day. Find that happy medium. I hope that helps. I feel a little bit better now that I'm talking about something that I actually know about in terms of baking. Let's do this. Okay, what does this ingredient card say? Beat eggs in bowl until frothy. And we need 2 large eggs, okay? Let's do it. I'm not really good at cracking eggs. You're all gonna laugh at me. Oh, spilled a little bit, okay. Just got my nails done, so, okay, no shell. Woo! Yeah! I don't make eggs, like ever. I'm not really an egg kind of gal for breakfast. Woo! Oh, I was so close. I got one. Oh, crap. I was so close to getting it without any shell, but now there's like multiple shells in here. Okay, 1 second. I got this. I assume people don't want shells in their pie. That's just a baby one. Get out of my pie. That's a big boy. That one I fucked up on.
Few moments later.
Let's beat some eggs. Okay, I'm going to whisk. And I'm gonna answer a question. Okay, when juggling a really hard career, how do I not feel guilty when there are days that I don't have time to work out? Okay, that's I can't multitask. If you have a hard career, let's talk about it. Like, a hard career can mean anything, okay? You're freelance. I've worked with a lot of like nurses and lawyers in the past when I did a lot of personal training. Here's the thing. You cannot give yourself a hard time if you physically do not have time. Or you're on the go from 6 a.m. till 10 o'clock at night. There's nothing you can do about that. And that happens to me all the time. I get swamped with work. I end up being at my desk longer than I should have. I don't have time to work out. It happens. Stop giving yourself a hard time for things that are not in your control. What we need to focus on are the things that are in your control. What are you eating throughout the day? Did you plan for a long day at work so you've got some healthy snacks on the go? So even if you can't get a workout in, then you didn't, gorge yourself on nasty food. Obviously life happens. Not everything is going to be perfect all the time. That's another part of wrong and strong. If you make a mistake in your fitness journey, you worked too long, you ate more than you should have, you got Wendy's on the way home because you didn't feel like cooking, it happens. Be nice to yourself and focus on the things that are in your control. Plan for your workouts. If they don't happen, you'll account for it next time. I feel like okay. I gotta whisk now, okay? 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Moving on. Oh, this is when we start into measuring cup territory, and that's not my jam. Okay, let me get some measuring cups and let's answer another question. Never really use them, but I have them. Thoughts on diets, keto, intermittent fasting, no carbs, etc. Okay, I try not to have strong opinions about much. However, for me personally, I don't ever recommend a specific diet. I am also not a certified nutritionist. I'm a certified personal trainer and fitness instructor. That is it, okay? Do I know the basics of healthy eating? Yes. Am I the right person to ask for exact nutrition advice? No. So here's the thing. This will be my opinion on it, and you can take it for what you will. When I hear the word diet, I hear you have to follow these strict rules. If you break the rules, you're screwed. Because here's the thing about diets like keto, the Atkins diet, the minute that you break away from that said diet, you go out with friends, Thanksgiving this weekend, right? You want to eat the foods that your family is eating. Your body has become so used to the diet that you were on. The minute that you break away from that, it's like instant bloat. And that's usually why people yo-yo diet. They lose weight, they gain weight. They lose weight, they gain weight. And that is because with these diets, you have to think of it, can I do this for the rest of my life? It's not that, oh, I'm only gonna not eat carbs until I lose the weight and then I can eat carbs again. That's not how that works. Am I saying it's impossible? No. Think of it this way. The people who do dry September, dry October, or whatever month it is, you don't drink alcohol for 30 days, okay? Great. The minute the next month comes rolling around and you have a beer, people complain, oh my gosh, I feel so sick. Yes, because your body's not used to it. So when you decide to take on a diet, you need to think about, is it sustainable? That's the key word when I want you thinking about nutrition is this lifestyle sustainable? I want you to think about maybe rather than cutting things out, finding healthy substitutions for the things that you like. Vegetarians do it, vegans do it, right? Because maybe they love chicken strips, but they want to follow a specific plan and keep on that plan. So they find those healthy alternatives. And that's what I encourage instead of going on an actual diet. Okay, I'm going to bake now. Okay, we need ½ a cup of brown sugar and ¼ cup of butter. I don't even have ½ a cup. Ah, crap. Okay, well maybe I'll just do half of the 1 cup. I feel like if I accidentally put in some extra sugar, that's not a bad thing, right? Like it's a pie. I feel like it should taste sweet. Just so you know, I did buy a backup dessert, like a pre-made one, just in case. It looks fine to me. I think that's half. Woo! How the hell am I gonna measure this though? Oh, it's a lot of butter. Yeah. Okay. In my pie. Let's answer another question. What are the settings you use on your Apple Watch when you work out? Okay, so just to clear this up, because I get asked this question all the time, I don't actually know what the best setting is. I'm not an Apple Watch Pro, I just got this thing, and every single time I always forget to turn it on. But when I do remember, I use the HIIT setting for all of the EMKHIITs, because that's what it is HIIT training, on again, off again. I use strength training for all the strength training, so the death by leg day, upper bod squat, okay, I put on strength training. And then when I teach Pop Zumba over at Al, then I put it on the dance mode. Those are the only 3 that I use. I don't really track calories or anything on the Apple Watch. I mostly just track it for you guys because you guys want to know the calories. When I track calories, it just messes with my mental health and I get hyper-focused that, oh, I didn't hit a certain goal. It's just not good for me. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It's just not for me. So yeah, that's basically all I use the Apple Watch for. And because they're pretty. How do we get around your butt but also lose belly fat? You cannot. I'm sorry. You cannot build muscle and lose fat at the same time. What people do, the die-hard fitness people do, is they go through a bulking period and a cutting period. Spend like 6 months just building muscle, eating extra calories like 2,500 plus in a day to focus on bulking, gaining weight, gaining muscle, and then once they built that muscle, then they focus on shredding the excess fat by going into a calorie deficit, which means taking in less calories than you are burning. It's the only way to lose weight is by being at a calorie deficit. Working out helps that because we burn calories. So yeah, sorry, you cannot do both. Here's a good one. Did you ever have an unhealthy relationship with food or your body? Yes, I think everybody has at some point in their life. There's obviously different levels of it, but I definitely did. Let me add some corn syrup to my pie and then we'll talk about it. 3/4, and I have a 3/4 cup. So basically, long story short, I was a dancer in high school, and like I'll show you a picture. I look like, I don't even look 16 years old. I look like I'm trying to be a Victoria's Secret model in this photo, but I was lean, I was skinny, I was short, I was petite, I was tiny. I never worried about weight ever. Then I got to university and realized that I was no longer dancing 20 plus hours a week. I had a heavy course load. You know, some of my days at school would be 12 hours plus long. I don't know if I gained 15 pounds, but I definitely gained weight. It was at the end of second year that I was doing a lot of just really poor things for my body. I was drinking a lot. I'm like scared to say this because I don't want anybody to judge me, but my roommates and I, every night we would order like just different terrible foods, donuts from Swiss Chalet, and just all these really, really terrible things. We had fun, absolutely. But I will just never forget, there was this one day, and I was actually in New York City, and I was just trying on some clothes, and I looked in the mirror. I had just never seen my body look like that, ever. So to me, it was a shock. And, you know, I just remember going to the store that day and buying like hydroxycut and all of those fat burning pills, and just going into sheer panic mode. Like started running on a treadmill like crazy, thinking like, oh my god, I need to lose this like ASAP. I need to just get on a treadmill, stop eating, take these pills. It was probably the worst decision I could have ever made. I basically spent most of the time on the toilet, okay? That's what those pills do to you. There's no quick fix for weight loss. I went through just a really bad summer of just making really poor choices. You know, health-wise and in my personal life as well. And I think when my mental health really deteriorated, like really just got to that really low place, that's when I was like, okay, enough is enough. It's time to start loving myself again. And that didn't necessarily mean like taking care of myself like personally, but like, you know, going to the gym, not because I felt like I had to, because I wanted to, because I enjoyed it. I took my time. I learned how to strength train. I took the opportunity to just focus on enjoying the process rather than working just for results. And we're gonna talk about all that later, but just trust me, I've been there. It's definitely never been perfect for me in terms of my fitness journey. That is a lot of corn syrup. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need one of those spatula things. Wait, can I? It's like dripping. Okay, I'm just gonna drop it. I never understood, like I thought a spatula was like, you know what SpongeBob uses to flip burgers? So which one is a spatula? Is it the flipper or is it this thing? What's next? 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I don't have any spoon measurements. I think I'll just fucking add some. Oh my. Okay, you know what? I mean, it smells good. I feel like that was way more than I was supposed to put in, but smells delicious. What is your current workout split? So listen, my workout split is going to be insanely different compared to what you guys are doing because I also teach at the same time. So an ideal workout split for me, very, very similar to what I did on the Twitch stream when we were doing that during quarantine. So we had an upper body day, we had a death by leg day, and we had glutes and gut day. So that was my 3 strength trainings a week, and then we also had 3 cardio classes a week. So that for me is pretty ideal. I would love to be able to lift more, but that's just kind of where, that's just the reality of my situation, right? Like I got a crazy job too, so you know, you just gotta make it work. And there is such a thing as being too active, by the way. So that's what I have to be really careful about, is I have to balance how much I'm teaching, how much I'm working out at work versus how much I'm doing at home for just myself. It doesn't really leave me a whole lot of room now that I've started a YouTube channel as well. But don't worry, it's still totally worth it. Love you guys. What is the best way to keep track of your results without using a scale? I love this question. Progress photos. The first step really, really sucks because you have to take the before picture. So when I tell clients to take progress photos, I tell them to take one of them just standing neutrally, and then one out to the side with your arms up, and then one to the back with your back muscles up like this, okay? I highly encourage you, because I know how uncomfortable it is to take those before photos. I want you to make it a mission just to look as ugly as possible. Just do it, because that way you know you're actively trying to look ugly, and you're not going to feel as bad about yourself in those before photos, and you're going to use that as fuel to really motivate yourself to keep going. Now, please be aware, if this doesn't work for you, if you have a very, very poor body image of yourself, then maybe this isn't the best method for you. You have to find a way to track your progress that's going to be healthy. So that's why I say, like, if you're really, really nervous about taking a really ugly before picture and it's just going to make you feel discouraged, just take those awful before pictures, and then I want you to just put them away somewhere. Do not keep them on your phone. Do not look at them at all. Don't even go there. Just upload them to your computer, or ask, you know, a partner, someone you trust, to upload them for you. You don't even have to look at them, and then you can look at them in 6 weeks after you've been kicking your own ass and see what the difference is. Like, I am technically probably the same weight as I was when I hit that really, really low period in my life, but my body looks completely different. That's why I don't like scales. The numbers don't tell you anything. Who cares what the scale says? Bye. Throw it out. Throw out the scale. That's just my opinion. Throw it out. Chocolate chips. We're using Chip-Its semi-sweet. What are some tips from some stubborn body fat? I've lost a lot of weight, but I still can't manage to lose the fat in my thighs. Listen, we all have those trouble areas. I know for a lot of people, it's in their lower stomach, their thighs. I'll tell you mine. You're all gonna make fun of me. You're gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Because most of my friends do. But my biggest insecurity for me is my underbutt. So I have my butt, which I love. I'm very, very happy with my butt. But I have this just layer of fat underneath my butt. So there's my butt, and then there's this another little roll underneath my butt. And I would rather wear the skimpiest thong bikini than wear a pair of shorts, because when I wear shorts, it accentuates my underbutt. So that's my stubborn fat area. Listen, we all have it. I think when it comes to stubborn fat, it's all about mindset. You know, if you're super hyper focused on that stubborn area, then all you're doing is working out inner thighs, underbutt, or you're doing abs like crazy, it kind of adds that stress to your body that your body's just gonna reject, and maybe that's why that stubborn area is so hard for you to lose, because, you know, you're too hyper focused on it. Fat loss is fat loss. We cannot control which parts of our body we lose fat. We can target areas and train them, but we cannot pick, oh, I want to lose fat in my stomach, but I want to keep the fat in my ass. Unfortunately, it does not work like that. I really wish it did. Trust me. Keep up with that calorie deficit. It's usually the areas where we want to lose fat the most that happen last. So just keep going. That's all I can really say about that. Trust me, I know how frustrating it is. I would love to get rid of my underbutt. Trust me, but she's there, and I think I'll learn to love her. I learned to love my underbutt so I can continue eating tacos and this pie, okay? So today, I love my underbutt, because that means I get to eat this pie and not feel bad about myself, okay? What's the best advice to stay motivated with depression and anxiety? Oh, I have diagnosed depression and anxiety. I take medication for it. Listen, when it comes to motivation, just know that there are still days, to this day, where I'm lying in my bed for hours and I don't even want to get up. I'm sad, I'm anxious, I don't want to get up and deal with the day. It's probably the hardest thing. Like, it's harder than lifting a heavy weight. It's just getting that motivation just to get out of bed and just do something. But just know that that's the hardest part of it. If you can get through that hardest part and just get your ass out of bed and just start, even if you have the worst workout of your entire life, just know that it's going to be easier and you're going to feel so much better than just sitting in that bed all day. So for me, when I get in those moods, I focus on what are the things that are gonna make me happy to get out of bed. Even just to get out of bed. Don't even think about working out. For me, it's my morning coffee. I genuinely look forward to getting up and eating breakfast. I have a very strict morning routine where if I have to be somewhere at 9 a.m., I will get up an hour early just so I can sit in my bed and watch TV, drink my coffee in bed and eat my breakfast and chill with my dog for at least half an hour. The smallest accomplishments, they mean so much more than you think. Like, even if you didn't get a workout today, you got out of bed. You tried. You did something. You made yourself a good coffee. You made yourself a good lunch. Enjoy those small victories and work your way up to the big ones. And just stop being so hard on yourself because you didn't do something perfectly, or you didn't have the perfect day of eating, the perfect day of working out. Who has that every single day? Seriously, I love working out. I enjoy it. But yes, there are definitely days, that's the last thing I wanna do. Check out that Spotify playlist I said called Get Your Ass Up. It's all of my favorite songs that just like, when I listen to the song, it makes me happy. So you can check out mine, and I encourage you to make one of your own. All of the weirdest songs that just give you joy, like Man Up from Book of Mormon. Best song to get me out of bed, for sure. Next, I think it's time for some oats, because it's a chocolate oatmeal pie. I wish I could like give you guys a taste, because I swear it's really, really good. 3/4 cups of oats. It says quick oats, so I have large flake oats. I hope that's the same thing as quick oats. I don't really like oatmeal. That texture is just not for me, but nothing like an oatmeal cookie. Am I right? How often should you work out? Great question. As long, minimum 1 potato day a week, my friends. Now, that does not mean you have to work out 6 days a week. Most normal people don't have time for that. 3 to 4 days a week. Awesome. There are weeks where you only work out once or twice a week, so be it. For people that ask me, is it okay to do strength training and a HIIT? Yes, the HIIT's are only 20 minutes long. If you want a 45-minute workout, add strength training. Or if you only want a 20-minute workout, great, you did something. The whole point of my channel is to try to switch our mindset from thinking we have to do everything perfectly all the time. Let's just do something. That goes with the dance, that goes with health and fitness, that goes with everything. Just do something. Because something is better than nothing. So don't get in your head about doing things perfectly all the time. Rant over. What advice would you give to someone on a weight loss journey? Just know that a journey is never perfect. Okay? You're gonna have ups, you're gonna have major downs. You're gonna lose 5 pounds in 1 week, and then maybe you'll gain 1 pound the next week, even though you've done everything perfectly. Life happens, stress happens. There are more things to weight loss than just eating right and working out. Sleep is a big one. Staying hydrated is a big one. Stress is a huge one. I would say my biggest piece of advice I could give to anybody that's on a weight loss journey is to not focus on the results. Enjoy focusing on the process as much as you can. Like when I hear, comments or messages, people saying like, I didn't even realize I was working out, I was having so much fun. That lights my soul on fire. Instead of thinking about the physical results, I want you to think about the mental results. I want you to go to work out so you can feel better that day. That day, in the moment, you're gonna work out and hopefully feel a little bit better about yourself. And let those physical results over time be a nice surprise, a happy little benefit. Focus on working out just so you can feel a little bit better. And then the next day, you're feeling even more better and better and better. And then 6 weeks, a couple months later, you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, damn, I look good. Okay, we need some chocolate up in this pie. You can never have enough chocolate, right? Ooh, that's a lot of cocoa. Woo! I will post said recipe in the description box, and I would love to see you guys make this and show me how much better you are than me at baking. There she is. It looks like actual shit, but, oh! I spilled. All right, next on the list. We are blasting through this. Is there a right time of the day to work out? No, work out when you can. It does not make a difference if it's morning, nighttime. Find a time that works for you, work out. There's chocolate all over me. I don't obviously own a pie pan, so I bought these little tin things. You're gonna judge me, but hell no, I am not making my own pie crust. This is already a stretch for me. So, we're rocking some Tender Flake. I think they're delicious. Are pre-post-workout drinks a gimmick? I wouldn't say they're a gimmick. Think of it like, why do people drink coffee in the morning? Because some people need caffeine to wake up, right? Like me. I need the caffeine to get up. For pre-workout, that's all it is caffeine. So if you're someone that knows that like you need an extra bit of motivation, you need that extra like oh, let's go, then yes, you can absolutely take pre-workout, but that's all it is basically a shite ton of caffeine. In terms of post-workout drink, I assume you mean like BCAAs and protein. They can be helpful, but they're not life or death necessary. Wait, do these already come in a freaking tin? I don't even need to buy these. BCAAs and protein just support muscle growth. They can help with recovery, they can help prevent sore muscles. Protein is basically like, it's basically an ingredient in your muscles. Your muscles are made of like 73% water and the rest is protein. So that's why people drink protein after a workout, is to help replenish those muscles. Honestly, you know what the best workout drink is? Water. Like I just said, your muscles are made up of like 73% water or something crazy like that. Water is the best thing. If you want to add a bunch of caffeine to help get you motivated, if you want to take protein because you don't take in a lot of protein daily, for sure, they're great. Add them. But again, they're not life or death. Okay, we're adding the pie. Woo! Wow. I think I can do this, guys. To put it in God's hands. Hey Google, set alarm for 35 minutes. Oh, this is our last question. Beautiful. What do I do if I hit a plateau? So for those of you who do not know what a plateau is, a plateau basically means like you've kind of just hit a wall in your fitness journey. You're eating right, you're at a calorie deficit, you're working out on your set schedule, but you're still not losing weight. So what happens at a plateau is basically your body gets used to what you're doing. They're like, oh yes, I've done this before. I don't need to do anything extra. That kind of a thing. So that's why the key word in any like fitness journey is called progressive overload, which means that you are constantly challenging yourself. If you have a set workout plan, say if you did all of my videos, the exact same videos on repeat, I just posted one for Patreon, a workout challenge where they do a specific set of videos for 4 weeks. Progressive overload doesn't necessarily mean changing up your workouts. It could mean increasing your weight, going for a little bit longer on your set, just constantly challenging yourself. So if you find your workouts easy, that's usually a sign, okay, it's time to up the intensity, it's time to make things a little bit harder. If you're at a serious plateau, like nothing is working, that's when I advise you to try something completely different. Your body has no idea what it is to kind of shock your system, and that'll kind of kickstart that, okay, time to get back in hyperdrive mode. Oh my God, she looks beautiful! Doris, I made a pie! Oh, it looks really uncooked. Like really, I can't tell. Like maybe it'll harden though? Listen, there will be lots more Q&A, so if I didn't get to your Q today, there will be another one. But I hope that you enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching me make a fool of myself in my kitchen, yet again. So, you guys know the drill. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because why not? If you want one of these fabulous looking shirts, check out that link down below. EMKHIIT now has a clown merch line, so check it out if you want to buy yourself a Thanksgiving present. And there she is. All right, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I think it's undercooked.
Shit, Emily. Just crumbs everywhere.
Okay, well, it looked really good from the top. It is so undercooked, it's not even funny. Look, it's all runny. Okay, we'll try again next time.